In this universe,
in this galaxy, in this world, beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to become the 51st state.
I cleaned it last night with Frank and the boys. Sign us up.
Yep.
Here we go. I want to be known as Merc Jr. That way, every time they say, we can say, fuck yeah.
I want to be Canada. I'd be okay with that.
So, yes.
I would.
Yeah. Well, Chad already brought it up, but please get off of it. Yes, that kind of looks like it, but look what the words he used from his heart. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, get over your fucking selves. Good Lord.
Speaking of
shit.
Get over yourselves. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. How's it going? So, I'm almost positive I asked this thing. I was going to ask a question about your grooming habits. When you shave your head, do you just shave your head in front of the sink? Or do you shave your head in the shower?
In the shower, it's much more economical that way because I don't have to do a whole lot of cleanup afterward.
Yes, me too. I also find that it helps from for the actual shaving of the head because they have that nice hot water, right? It helps a lot. So that's the way I do it. Ryan, if you'd like to chime in, I'm sure Chad will chime in with something about his balls or something, or they're old and whatever, because he doesn't shave his head. So I'm sure he'll want to be part of the conversation. And anytime he can talk about his nuts, I'm sure he will.
My rice pudding is smooth.
It's smooth when it goes down into my tummy. It's like, fuck you guys. So, yeah, so nothing happened today. Well, the world didn't end. We're still here.
Well, not now. Yeah. Tomorrow is another day, right, Chad?
Mm-hmm.
I shave in the sink. Yeah. All right. Well.
So when you say in the sink, do you sit in the sink?
Do you pee in the sink?
Yes. In emergencies sometimes.
But you know who absolutely does pee in the sink? You know that he does. It is Mr. Casey. Hello, and old school Casey intro.
Have you seen my wiener?
Yeah, because Frankie played the new one last night, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Casey took a shit kicking last night.
Casey, you know that in this day and age, Drink, everything is taken out of context, including what I know you're playing into the bit, and it's great. And I thank you for having that sense of humor, but you got to pull it back a little bit with this. You can't do it. People are going to jump all over you for it. Oh, and speaking of which, I would like to apologize, Casey, since you're here. I apologize to the Rose Gaming, who was on with you last week, because I mixed him up with Devious Dave Rose. The Rose Gaming, Devious Dave Rose. So I am dumb. So I apologize for that many times over to the Rose Gaming, because anyone being compared to Devious Dave Rose knows that is a gigantic insult. So I apologize.
Oh. Well, fuck both of them. I don't know who either one of them are. So anyways.
Tex, you had an Alex on the show last night, but it was Alex from the Bahamas. And speaking of which, I came up with this. When was it Tuesday? You guys did Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Thursday.
Thursday. And I came up with this, I think, on Thursday. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, that was brought up. So that was actually brought up. So I'm glad that got played because there was talked about that you were hopefully already doing your thing. So go ahead.
That's only a prototype. The guy who said I fucking hate everybody, that really mad white guy who was doing the public freakout that we watched one time, I can't find that video. So I have to take a few weeks and either go through our past live streams to find it so I can cut that audio clip, or I'm going to have to do it myself. And I think it'd be kind of fun to do it myself. We'll see what happens.
So, all right, we're going to start the listing now because, I found a good one. Most recognizable song intros of all time. So I haven't looked at the list yet, so let's start. Don't Stop Believing. Well, yeah, as soon as that piano starts, fucking every white girl in the bar is like, ah! That's exactly the sound they make too, right? Back in Black. Yep. Sweet Child of Mine, which is interesting because that was a guitar warm-up. If the story about that is they were GNR was living in a house together, like writing the music for Appetite, and Slash was just playing it, warming up, and Axl was like, "What is that?" And Slash like, "It's a warm-up, right?" And that's when he ran upstairs and wrote "Sweet Child of Mine." Yeah. Final Countdown, yeah. Once you get past the Sweet, yeah, of course. As soon as I
Nice.
I'm not shitting on any white girls in a bar. That's disgusting. I mean, whatever you guys do in Texas, I guess. But yeah, definitely can't be shitting on people in bars up here.
White girls in the bar who have had a good few shots, they're the best girls to be around. They're pretty loud, so not only do you wake up the next morning with a hangover, but you also can't hear anything for the first half hour. And Tex, we're so glad you could take time out of your busy day doing pre-production for Hillbilly Meth Head Wolfman to be here with us tonight. Thank you.
I'm so glad they went to watch it because it didn't look good in the trailer. And I think I said on the show last week, I was like, ugh. And Tex confirmed last night that it was a big pile of horse shit. So And hello, Red. And Chad, would you calm your tits, you old man? Of course you blew your load too soon. We're not there yet. God damn, learn to work, kid.
It's called doing the McMahon.
The McMahon.
Yeah.
We will rock you, Bohemian. Yeah.
Ginger can rock me anytime. She can call me a wanker muppet too, and I hope she does.
Yeah, and she can write a song about Billie Jean, but me impregnating her. Do 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 do. All right. Wholesome. Yeah.
I can't wait. Can I have a cameo?
Smells like, yeah. Can I have one too? I will figure out our way to get to Texas so we can have a good death scene.
What we'll do is we're gonna dress up Casey as a hillbilly. So we're gonna put him in coveralls or overalls, whatever's all shredded, and then we're gonna glue me to his back, and Casey's just gonna improvise, and I'm gonna say yeah, and that's gonna be our cameo.
I like that. Eye the Tiger, of course. Imagine, yeah. Nothing else matters, yeah. Money for Nothing, yeah. So I actually just saw a story about this. Mark Knopfler was talking about how he got the lyrics, and he said it was some guy in on a store talking in around TVs, and he was the one that said that ain't working. He was talking about like because MTV was on the TVs in the showroom, and that's where he came up with the lyrics for Money for Nothing.
Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Careless Whisper. Wham. Thank you, Deadpool. Just can't get enough. Yeah, that's a pretty recognizable beginning. Under the Bridge, yeah. At least there weren't pants in that one. Never Tear Us Apart, yeah. I realize, the Michael Hutchinson's dead, but we don't talk about In Excess enough. They have some good tunes.
I agree.
Some very catchy tunes.
If I remember correctly, that song by In Excess was used in, was it the director's cut of Donnie Darko, I think. Good choice, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe you were correct. Should I stay or should I go now? Ugh. Creep. Again, I never got into Radiohead. I just didn't. Not the way everybody carries on. God damn.
It's a good band.
Jump. Well, they went for Jump instead of Eruption. Yeah. So now Chad's going to have an eruption because he's mad.
Ew.
Stairway. Yeah. Iron Man. Yeah.
Classic riff.
Yes. Yep. Now, do you know what the second part of Iron Man is? Do you know what because there's two names on the list of the song off the album.
Ooh. It does not come to mind, which should not be surprising to anyone.
Yeah. Luke's Wall.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Iron Man / Luke's Wall. Bad to the Bone, yeah. Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. I think the song everybody knows that's the first song everybody learns on guitar. Right?
Oh,
Hello.
man.
All right.
I should have learned that song on guitar just for Trish back in the day. How you doing?
Dun, 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 dun. Blue Monday by New Order. I always think of the beginning of Wedding Singer because that was the song during the opening credits that Adam Sandler's singing.
Yeah, I like the modern version of that song.
I like the orgy version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Straight out of Compton, NWA.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. Very superstitious. Yeah. That's a good one.
Great.
Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. God damn, they got like 30 better songs.
It's kind of repetitive after a while.
Come Together and Let It Be. Yeah. I still stand by that. I think I love Godsmack's version of Come Together. The heavy, the big, thick, chugging riff. I love it.
And before you go on, a shout out and a great big thank you to Kenny for liking us on Facebook. Hope you're doing well. Haven't talked to you in a good few years. Yeah, hope all is well. Thank you so much.
I Feel Love by Donna Summers. Oh, it is He Spin Me Right Around. That's right. I had the wrong one. You are right.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
That is correct. Wonderwall. Today is gonna be the day. I'm coming out. Chad just came out too. Yeah. Trump, you bitch. Born to Run, Born in the USA. Great Springsteen songs. And yeah, great opening intros.
I think I'm becoming a fan more of Born to Run than Born in the USA, just because I've read up on what Born in the USA is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And while I love that dichotomy, that contradiction between the lyrics and the feel of the song,
Mm-hmm.
I'm tending more towards the former song for whatever reason.
I quite like
Jason.
Hello, Jason. I've always loved Born to Run. Just great song. Let My Fire by the Doors. Yeah. I'm actually shocked they didn't go with Break On Through. But I mean, Light My Fire is very, the intro, yeah.
This is the end.
Yeah. Land down under. I come from a London under. Let's get it on. Yep. That's So that is 30 iconic, or 38. Well, that's a lot. 30, I think it was, iconic songs. Awesome.
I don't know if Casey's still here, but one of the people in his chat when we were doing the show, he said that because Casey was sharing our stream last Monday, Casey's friend in the chat, I can't remember his name, but he said, I look like Peter Garrett, who is the singer of the Australian rock band Midnight Oil.
Midnight Oil.
And here's a picture of Peter Garrett. I myself don't really see it yet. Give me another 10 years, I might look like that.
I always thought like he kind of looked like the main dude from The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know why. From the first, like the 70s version.
Yeah, I think so. Peter Garrett has all the chromosomes versus that guy who's missing one.
A lot.
But it's still a good actor, that guy.
Yeah. Yes. And again, a good movie if you haven't watched it. It is a very good movie.
And the remake from, I think it was 2006, that was a decent effort, I
Yes,
think.
it was. It brutal and brought up to the times, but yeah, brutal.
I sleep quite comfortably in my 1,000 thread bed sheet count. Yeah, while all the California fires are burning.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just, you're barely alive with your dead heart, Chad. That's another Midnight Oil song, huh? Yeah. Because this is Australia. Are we just going to name songs by dead fucking Midnight Oil? Anyways, continue. Fucking. Trying to find cool stuff to watch, but it's all just fucking Donald Trump crap.
That'll go on for a day or two. And then, I don't know, maybe there'll be a shooting to distract us because, that happens all the time.
Look at the pretty monkey over here. Pretty monkey.
I don't think there has been a shooting that has been covered on a national scale in quite some time. Not to the level of Pulse nightclub or Las Vegas or, oh Jesus, name pretty much anything else from the past 5 years.
It's been a hot minute, no pun intended. But yeah, it's been, my goodness, yeah, it's been a while.
There are still shootings that happen every day, but they're not national, they're local stories.
Yeah, we haven't really and I mean that's a good thing, right? Like
it's
not like we're here going, "Ow, tartar sauce." No shooting today, right? It's gone quiet. It's gone quiet.
At least for now. So I didn't get to do this on Frank's live stream, so I'm going to do it here. Oh, Uvalde. Yes, that was most recent, I think. That was last in the national headlines. Yeah, probably right on that one, Chad. Thanks for that.
No, you're not. Chad's
My most notable movies of 2024. I'm not going to bring up the Internet Movie Database for this one. So I have 4 that are the best, I think, and then 6 runner-up. Standing at number 1, because I have not had a theater experience like this in a long time, Smile 2. Oh, what a whirlwind of a movie that is. What a mind fuck. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch the first, because if you don't, you're going to be missing out on a lot of what the second one gives you. Please watch the first and then the second. If you can, watch the second on a big screen, high quality copy. Please do it. Please. Number 2, Monkey Man, directed by and starring Dev Patel. Great movie, just over 2 hours long, which is relatively short for a movie from India, even though Dev is from Britain, I think. And number 3, just because it's so much fun to watch. And if you haven't seen the movies before, you should. Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, it was so great. They should have showed the final death. No, that's the thing. They didn't have to. I think it was great to make the choice of seeing the audience's reaction. And that's a little cool thing in and of itself. An audience in the theater watching an audience at a concert give a reaction to a death. Brilliant. I love that choice. It's different. Sure, you could make the regular choice of, oh, let's see her die. No, let's see everyone reacting to it. Because, Tex, you know that the director was asked the question, what if a whole bunch of people saw the death? And the director, who was also the writer, had to wonder, yeah, what would happen? So he showed that to kind of screw himself over and just go that way, because why not? Number 4, Long Legs with crazy Nicolas Cage. Really good movie. Any thoughts on any of these?
No, I haven't seen any of them, so
Okay.
no.
Runners up. One More Shot, starring Scott Adkins. And it's One More Shot because it's a sequel to a movie called One Shot, in which the whole movie is done in one take. And it's an action movie. Great, great effort. Both the first and the sequel, One More Shot. Kneecap is from Ireland. Great movie. In a Violent Nature, which Tex turned me on to. Great movie from here in Canada. Exuma from South Korea. Late Night with the Devil, another good recommendation from Tex. And rounding out at number 10, Alien Romulus. I had a good time in the theater with that one. Didn't enjoy it as much on the rewatch. See, with some movies, just watch it once. Yeah, and then move on. Because there are so many movies out there, you'll never see them all. There are over 430,000 feature films released in the world between 1900 and 2024. You'll never see them all. So yeah, once is good enough.
Right. Unlike that, I play video games that I can do a lot. So I'm not going to go through all these, but these are the most expensive video games. I just want to talk about 3 of them because I play them. Well, 2 I play, and then 1 I'm going to play the shit out of. So this one is Grand Theft Auto 5 from 2013, which is crazy to think about, 11 years. $354 million to make. Okay, I think that's what this is. Yeah. So in 1913, the wild popular game is made. Debut following a 5-year development period. An estimated budget of the open world crime game reached a colossal $265 million or $354 million in today's money. Okay, it was a risky development with the game grossing an incredible $1 billion within 3 days of its release. To date, the game has sold around 185 million units and has grossed a jaw-dropping $7.7 billion, with the impressive graphics and detail world still impressing players a decade after it's released. I still like playing this game. Then the next one I wanted to talk about was Red Dead Redemption 2. So they talked about number 1 earlier. So this one cost upwards of $670 million to develop. Now, you not being a gamer, this game, it's such an open world concept. I haven't done nothing really in the game, like story-wise, in about 3 weeks. I usually play every day for about an hour. Just hunting and going around the map. And like that's it. Yeah, I'm doing it again. I'm just dragging my feet. I don't even think I'm in Rhodes now, so the 3rd chapter. Right? 1, 2, 3, 3rd chapter, and I haven't even talked to the Greys yet. That's how slow I'm dragging my feet. So anyways, sources differ in the game budget, with an estimate ranging from 137 million to an eye-watering 540 million. When accounting for the factors such as marketing and 2024 money, that's between 170 million and 670 million. Regardless of the cost, the investment seriously paid off for Rockstar. The game has sold an incredible 57 million copies. Right? 57. So you're just in Saint Denis then. You're in just ahead of me in Shady Belle. So then the last one I want to talk about, which this is the game that I'm actually thinking about taking time off work for. Grand Theft Auto 6. $2 billion is what they have put into this game. Okay?
Over how many years?
It's not even been released yet. It's released this year. Okay? The GTA franchise has sold 405 million units to date. That's all of them. So it's likely that they're going to get their money back on this game in the first week. They're thinking. Because like I said, I'll be buying like the super full version game of it. So that'll probably be upwards of like $150. Yep. So there's my cocaine. So. Yeah. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay, go ahead.
So instead of pilfering someone else's movie list for content, I came up with my own this week. Because I was thinking to myself, there haven't been a lot of really good action movies released in the past few years. And nowadays, we have the technology, we have the actors. All someone has to do is throw a decent sized budget at it, and you could have a great action movie. I know it's not the 90s, but I'm just hankering for a really good action movie. I saw 2 movies that were released this year. They were both action movies, and they were garbage. So these low budget CGI fire and blood movies shot in Europe, they're not worth it. So then I got thinking, well, what are some of the great fight scenes in movies? And I came up with 10 clips. And I'm going to share that with the class today because I like me some violence. Starting with, from 2006, Undisputed 2, final fight between Yuri Boyka, played by Scott Adkins, and Michael Jai White's character. This is a great, great choreographed fight scene. It's in total 5 minutes long. It's worth every minute. If you want to slow it down and watch it, please do. You can learn a lot from watching fight scenes in slow motions. Why the camera angles? Why this? Why that? It's great. These are 2 great martial arts actors. I don't know about in their prime, but against each other, yeah, they were definitely top tier and top notch for a movie that I don't think got all that much in the way of acclaim or notice. Maybe it's more of a cult classic. Who knows? But number 2, Jackie Chan versus Donnie Yen in Shanghai Nights. 2 great classic kung fu masters, Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen. Those of you who don't know Donnie Yen, you will by the time this list is done next week. I'm giving 5 examples of fight scenes, and I got 5 more for next week. You got to see how these 2 play off each other. It's awesome. Number 3, Jet Li versus Cyril Raffaelli and Didier Azoulay. Cyril Raffaelli, he was in Live Free or Die Hard. He was the parkour guy, and he was also in 2 French films, District 13 and District B13 from 2004 and I think 2009. Decent movies. That's when parkour was pretty big. Watching Jet Li go up against Cyril Raffaelli and vice versa is awesome. And there's a little thing that Jet Li does in the fight scene here where he fakes a hit and then he shows his open hand with the other hit. And then because his opponent is distracted by that open hand, then he hits him. And he does that a few times, not only in this fight scene, but a different fight scene from a different movie, which I'll get into next week. Number 4. Drunken boxing. This is Jackie Chan in The Legend of Drunken Master, also known as Drunken Master 2 from 1994. This is incredibly well choreographed. So not only did Jackie Chan have to learn drunken boxing, but then after that, he had to learn boxing and then in the drunken style. So he had to learn 2 things and then combine them. And it pulled off beautifully. You got to see this. And I'm keeping these shots up just so you can see the channel and the title. So you can go to those exact places and find them, because there are other clips where either they cut out at various times or it's with silly voiceover or subtitles that don't really work. So that's why I'm showing the channel where it came from. And the 5th, Jet Li versus Donnie Yen in Hero. This is wire fu. This is highly stylized, but it's also great. I highly recommend this. So there you go. There is your 5.
I like it.
Atkins' body. Yeah. Atkins was great as Yuri Boyka. He was in Undisputed 2, 3, and 4 as Yuri Boyka. Atkins is great. He's a great martial arts actor.
Nice. I don't even know what to add to that. So like,
Yeah.
I don't.
That knocked you
cool.
the fuck out, man.
I liked. I always got a kick out of the Jet Li, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover fight from Lethal Weapon 4.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Like, I remember watching some of the director stuff, and they had to tell Jet Li to slow down.
Yep.
Because he was going too fast for, both of them. And, like, these guys aren't trained fighters, right? So, fuck. Yeah. So, no, it's a good list. Interesting.
Oh, I found this a while ago. This is a funny little thing. Frank would appreciate this because he's in customer service. Oh, yes. Excellent. Good point. Alma, what are some of your favorite Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen movies? I'd be interested to hear your perspective on that. And how about Bolo? Does he have an opinion?
I like going right to Rumble in the Bronx. That was the first time I saw Jackie Chan. And it was amazing. I remember watching, going like, holy shit, that was so cool.
Yep.
Right? Just like that he did all his own stunts and whatnot. So, yeah, I'll just go right to that. I quite enjoyed that.
Best of the best. Ooh, Eric Roberts. I saw that. It was okay. Hey, Bolo, Ip Man. Yes, all 4 Ip Man movies are really good.
So when you're talking about like action movies, you're not a John Wick fan? Or you don't,
I am.
Is that not the action you want?
That is the action I want.
Okay.
But there's something about movies from the 90s. And when I say that, I'm thinking specifically of True Lies, because that had a huge budget behind it, and it was directed by James Cameron. Nice.
I quite enjoyed that movie too. Yeah, I quite enjoyed True Lies. I thought it was a very well done movie. Yeah, I do long for those, like, Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds. I'm trying to think, like, even like The Crow and whatnot. I'm trying to think of those cool action movies from the 90s. And a guilty pleasure of mine, and I probably wouldn't like it anymore, was The Big Hit. It was so cheese, but I remember really enjoying it back in the 90s.
It was fun, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's just it. It was a fun, like, again, you're going into this movie. If you were expecting Schindler's List, you were going to be gravely disappointed.
They did, Chad, because they were profitable, but because that gigantic phase is, if not over, then it's on the back burner for now. There should be something else to fill that. Giggity.
All right.
Yeah. And I think action should make a big old comeback.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last night on The Harsh Truth about comedies, and we talked like how they couldn't make like a good, like, Mel Gibson kind of comedy, or Mel Brooks, I'm sorry. And like you couldn't do like an American Pie and whatnot now. And I think the guys agreed last night, like, fuck that. Someone just has to be like a Matt Stone and Trey Parker and just say, you know what, fuck it. Run it. If it's a good, funny script like an American Pie. Because if you don't like it, don't fucking go.
Yeah.
I think a movie like that right now, like a 40-year-old even a 40-year-old virgin. Because we talked about that, like the highest grossing comedies. And I think it was Superbad was 11. And I can't remember what was 10 now. Hangover was the last. And it's in the top 10 of comedies. I think for Money Made or something like that. Or some best comedies. I can't remember anyways. But yeah, we could totally have those movies. Because if you don't want to watch it, don't fucking go. It's kind of like what they're doing with Terrifier now. If you're not into that stuff, don't fucking go.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. But don't wear the Art the Clown stuff. Like, if you're not going to be, you know what I mean? Like, don't be a fair weather shit fan to pretend you give a fuck about Terrifier. I made it very clear. I think it's a cool character, but I'm not into gore porn. So I don't watch it. You know, it's just not my thing. Though the whole mashed potatoes in the face was pretty epic. But because I made sure to go watch that. 'Cause, okay, that was pretty funny. So the crams it in her face, right? But yeah, just I would long for a good raunchy comedy. Doesn't have to be Porky's level, but I guess American Pie was kind of there. But
Yeah, it might be coming back. Yeah.
yep, no, yeah, most definitely. And I'd love to see, yeah, and a good old but the thing is we don't have those bigger than life action stars anymore, right? Like really, I like John Wick and Keanu Reeves is badass, but we don't have that big Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone, or even on a lower level like a Jean-Claude Van Damme. We don't have any of those anymore. There's no real action. I'm an action hero, like Chad said. It all been replaced by superheroes, right? Because now whenever you see Hemsworth or whatever fucking his name is, he's Thor. Right? Like, even if they try to make them,
But even if those comedies move to streaming and they don't get gigantic budgets for advertising, people would still talk about them. And we would, in all likelihood, hear about them regardless. If not when they were released, then shortly thereafter. So if there are really good raunchy comedies out there, I think we'd have found them by now. One from, I think it was 2000. Jesus, was it 2013? No, it was probably 2008. It's more of an anthology kind of thing. Is Movie 43.
Movie 43. I remember that. Yeah.
Sandler has made a lot of money because Netflix just gave him carte blanche and said, do what you want. So,
yeah.
And I can't remember who said it, but there's a point made that Sandler is doing what we all wanted to do as kids, which was make movies and tell stories with all our friends. And that's what he has done for years and years.
Yep. Yeah. And so you can't like take that away from him. That's, yeah. But it's not like Red. It is not like that over here now. Now they totally could, they totally could, but I want to see another big budget comedy. Like but maybe the things have changed. Cause I said it last night when we talked about Goonies and Gremlins, how, like Goonies to me would be harder to do now because the kids aren't like we are, they don't live outside. We used to live outside. And I think a lot of us too, like we were all like, when American Pie came out, 17, 18. And then the second one came out and we're like 20 and they're like living in a house on the beach. We all like live vicariously through that because we wish we could have done it. Yeah. Kids don't do that shit anymore.
At least not on a scale that we hear about. I'm sure there are small pockets who do, but it's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even Seth hasn't done. Maybe Seth has grown out of doing that kind of comedy. You start somewhere, then you branch out because you can't keep doing the same thing forever. But it's fun to return to it. Hello, Jolene.
Yeah. Hello, Jolene.
That's a good point. But these next 4 years, there might be a return to that so that the floodgates might open up.
Yeah.
Tag. Oh, that sounds familiar. Was Jeremy Renner in that? That was a buddy, not a buddy comedy, a friend comedy.
Yeah, and they had a game of tag going for like 20 years or something.
Yeah, maybe it was Josh Duhamel. Maybe John Hamm was in it. I know there was a bunch of names in it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. Bad Boys. Well, a decade or two. Yeah, or three. 95 was when the first Bad Boys came out. And that was huge. Yeah.
But can I make this then and to say that maybe the going directly to streaming is the new direct to DVD?
Yeah.
Really, like they didn't think it had the. But then again, I mean, the world has changed so much with streaming that maybe they just said, "Fuck it, this is where we're going," right? So that's the other thing, right?
You're referring to anyone in particular, Ginger, with that black face? I think she's talking about our Prime Minister.
Well, and that was the topic that got brought up last night about like what can be considered to be banned, and that's the thing, Ginger, is I said this when this all happened. I think it's stupid. He was dressed as Aladdin. I don't give a shit. But the thing is, it was such a big deal about anybody else who was wearing blackface, right? That it's like, okay, well, if it, works for them or works for them. Did Howard do blackface?
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right.
Like, does anyone remember Deuce Bigelow when Epps, was a white boy or the weirdest looking white Chinese guy in the world? Remember, was it Deuce Bigelow when they went to court? What was that? Remember, and he painted himself all. Yeah, I think that was one. He's like, I want to say it was thick and juicy. I think that was Bigelow too. I think the first one wasn't that the one where he they're at the pisser and he takes his they're going pee and of course he's wearing he's white face but his dick is still black and the guy looks down, he's like, yeah, right. So
oh yes, Mickey Rooney. Yeah. Oh God, my girlfriend and I watched that. Oh no. Oh
and I said,
no.
what about breakfast at Tiffany's? So
Stop.
no, I like that song.
Oh, Soul Man. Wow.
You mean the song?
No, the movie. Jesus, was that Eddie Murphy? Pretty sure that was Eddie Murphy. If it's not making fun of a specific race in a mean way, sure. I'm walking on a minefield here. I don't exactly
I'll
know what you
walk
mean.
on it with you. One of the funniest videos I ever seen is like, wait, what do you guys look at? I'm an American. Can I get do you have a gluten-free option? Is there dairy in that? It's awesome. That's hilarious. God damn.
Howard definitely did. Okay, interesting.
But
Yeah,
I think a lot of it comes back to is that if they're going to be the guy, they go, fuck you. Who cares? Like really, Alma Bolo, like we every time we see your names, we go, hey, what's up? Like, are you offended? No, I would hope not. I mean, by God, like I would hope not. Because you wouldn't be if you're not offended because you're still here. Maybe
they just like laughing at us.
There's a good possibility that is what is going on.
Look at these stupid white boys, eh?
Yeah. Goddamn crackers.
Now, before we go on, Chad gets one of these. C. S. Howell, not E. Toma.
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 Toma. But it's just, like, again, it comes back to if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't look at it. And guess what? Yes, your kids are going to find a way to watch it. Your kids, we all had those dirty. Do you think my parents wanted me at 9 years old listening to Two Live Crew?
We want some pussy.
Yeah. Oh, so horny. Ow, so horny. Face down, ass up. That's the way we'd like to fuck. 9-year-old Nick going, face down, ass up. That's the way we'd like to fuck. Like, we're kids. That's what kids do. And want to what? Before that, I was the weird kid whose dad had Playboys in the bathroom, but kids used to, back in, I was just saying the 70s and 60s, used to hide their dirty magazines out in the woods and in their tree forts and stuff. Kids have always done that stuff. Yeah. So, like, why? Like what? Kids are, God, you can't let kids be kids anymore. I think, well, a big part of that is actually how crazy the phones are, right?
Milhouse from The Simpsons? I don't see it.
Me neither. Really?
You got to parse that one out, Ginger. I'm too dumb to understand you on that.
Yeah, we definitely need a side by side because I do not see it. No, I don't see it. And
Maybe-
Alma, I do know your sense of humor. I know full. God damn! Look at the Irishman we game with. If that didn't offend us to not play with someone who says some pretty outlandish shit, like, you know.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah.
Millhouse.
I don't. Okay.
Texas Millhouse. Sure.
Some people see different things. That dude thought you looked like the dude who I thought looked like the guy from fucking The Hills Have Eyes. So, I mean, you know.
I'm
Like,
a
I didn't
dude
even
who
say-
looks like another dude playing another dude.
Yeah, you're the dude who looks like a guy who plays like the other guy. You know?
Why wasn't Robert Downey Jr. canceled for Tropic Thunder? We keep going back to that as a culture.
Oh, we do? I thought that was a dead issue. But I love how he didn't apologize for it. He's like, well, I don't give a shit. Actually, I did see after we went off the air telling tales out of school, I saw Tex without his hat on. I've seen it a few times, but it always, because I forget he's bald, right? He has a big no. Wait, hold on. There's no comma there. So you're saying that Tex's nose is a douche?
Wow.
Maybe someone needs to explain oral sex a little better to him because your nose isn't supposed to go in there.
But I think he's doing that for a reason. It's a subtle way of telling women he wants them to sit on his face.
I look like a man. No, I can't. I can't. He look like a man.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pissed off about the whole groundskeeper Willie thing.
Oh, probably.
Oh, they don't give a shit. God damn. Here's how funny, and I don't think Alma was here for this one. It was just me and man. This was years ago. So because this was back when you could be in the chats on the games, and we were playing GTA, of course. I mean, you could say some outlandish shit, right? So this guy was carrying on about everything you could think derogatory to say about an Irishman. The stupid leprechaun jokes and the potato jokes. And this guy went for about, I don't know, almost 10 minutes. I know I've told Alma about this. Alma. And finally, after this guy man's just listening and listening. And he finally goes, well, Nick, you know what? At least he's not one of them N-words. And you would have sworn that this guy lost his shit. I'm like, time out here, guy. So you've spent the last 10 minutes destroying this man, destroying his culture, saying how much of a piece of a shit Irish people are, that they're this, that, and the other thing. And as soon as he says something derogatory about someone else, now you're triggered. Do you not see the irony in that? You know, the guy lost his fucking mind. It's like it's funny how some words and stereotypes are okay, but others are not. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, I never got into Living Color either. Though there were some, but were pretty good. Doesn't seem like he really get into some Living Color. He seems like kind of he ain't getting no Jungle Fever.
He's kind of a bland guy, if you know what I'm saying.
But I want Jungle Fever.
And to give a little peek behind the curtain, the saying of "a" every time Bolo and Alma show up, that's something I came up with because I thought to myself, wouldn't it be funny if you look at, let's say, Salma Hayek from 1996, from Dusk Till Dawn, look at that version of Salma Hayek. Now, when she says something, she sounds like she should have been the first choice for the possessed version of Reagan in The Exorcist. You know, drinking whiskey 15 hours a day, smoking 12 packs of cigarettes, gargling with gravel and broken glass. So just imagine that dichotomy. Beautiful woman, sounds like she eats rocks. That is what is funny to me. That is why whenever I see her, I say "a" because I think that's funny. That's just my humor. That is what that is born out of.
Now, mine going for the A, it's from a Ralphie May bit. And he talks about how he's talking about how different cultures and stuff, and like, he says, Mexicans, you guys could take a joke as long as it's true. You could take a joke, right? Because as long as it's true, like you could. He goes, "What's the best wedding gift to buy a Mexican couple? Shoes for a 2-year-old." And everybody goes, "Ooh," and he goes, that's fucked up." Because that's what they'll say to you every time you say a joke about them, right? So, oh God, yeah. Like I said, I've only heard the full Alma Mexican accent one time. And I think I've told this story. I think I have. I jumped on GTA really late, and she happened to jump on too. What the fuck, right? So we started a party up, and someone was drinking, and the Mexican came out. Holy shit! Like I even got the shut up, because she was fucking drunk, and it was like, holy shit! It doesn't even sound like Elma right now. Yep, it came bad. Comes out bad. Yep.
Yeah, as long as it's not being mean, meaning denigrating the race. As Nick was saying, you can take a little true aspect about it and make light of it. But if you're using it to denigrate them and put them down, I think there's a problem with that.
So, see, Robin Quivers was hot as fuck. Ryan just sent me a video.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so, and he's with fucking what's his face, the Jeffersons. Moving on now, I can't think of his name right now. But actually, one of what's creepy. I'm just gonna show this. I'm not gonna play this because I don't want to get dinged for copyright. Okay.
Yeah.
No. I'm showing a clip of something. We're not.
No, I'm reacting to Ryan saying he's still slightly normal. You're not.
You're normal. Tell me he does not look like Richard Belzer there.
Whoa. Yeah, he does, kind of.
Right? He looks like Belzer there. But again, this is 1994. Oh, Tex, I have a hugely bad, dark sense of humor.
No, you got to hear Tex say it. Tex would say, I have a darker sense of humor, I guess. Oh, I know what you're trying to say. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Because it's the whoopee thing. That's right. And what the hell is make 9 ing?
Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? I'm going to give you this one.
Why?
So I had just shown Cohen, and he got a kick out of it. I showed him from Cheech and Chong when he sings Mexican Americans. Mexican Americans love their nanas and nunos and ninas and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't want to get up early, but they do, so they do it real slow. Fant fingers? Fant.
Ryan is having a stroke.
Yes.
is how dark it is.
Wow.
Blind Melon Chitlin. That's a great song.
Blind Melon Chitlin.
Well, pardon me. No, I'm thinking of Earache My Eye. That's got a great riff to it.
Yeah, that's Earache My Eye. Yeah, Blind Melon Chitlin's the old country song. Gonna go downtown. See my girl. Yeah. I like Sister Mary Elephant.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Sister Mary Elephant.
Shut up.
Yeah. Like when Sergeant Stadenko shows up. Hey, I want to report him. That weed just told me it was crap, man.
Caca. Yeah, caca. Caca.
I'm actually gonna. I can't believe I don't have Earache My Eye. I'm gonna download that right now.
I like the corn version too.
I didn't like the corn version.
Oh, I love it because they do it corn style.
I know. I actually, a lot of people shit on it. I quite enjoyed Korn's cover of Another Brick on the Wall. It's dark. It sounds like Korn, of course, but just I think for people who've been Korn fans for a long time, you know the pain Jonathan went through as a child. Like everyone knows, it's well documented. So you could see like him writing this song as well. So there it is. Now I have earache in my eye. So yeah. All right. Hey, you need to do yourself a favor. If you get bored and you want to go down a YouTube rabbit hole, go watch some of the first reactions to Pantera's Domination, the live version from Russia. Watch these people. It is awesome to watch their reactions to it, especially when Dimebag starts going off. They're just like,
Are you talking about when he goes off with the guitar solo?
yes, yeah, yeah. Oh god, and like you can't help it when the drop hits. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na, dun-na-na. You can't. No, you can't. You can try to sit still, but you're like, no, I can't. Dun-na-na, dun-na-na. So
Exactly. Yeah. And if I remember correctly, in Germany, if you show a swastika in public, then you're probably going to jail for it. And they have very, very specific and restricted speech when it comes to talking about Hitler and the Nazis. And for very good reason too, I think.
Of course. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And that's one of those ones where it's like rightfully so. Like it, yeah, come on, guys. Seriously. I wanted to read this because I saw one of those like
I saw a movie from good old Britain today. It's from 2021. It stars Keira Knightley. It's called Silent Night. I wonder, Ginger, if you have seen it. It's decent. It deals with apocalypticism in an English way. Yes, Benny Hill. Oh man, I love that theme song. That theme song can be applied to anything. I saw a video. Someone took a video of children who were playing in a soccer game. Sorry, football, Ginger. Football, soccer here. And they didn't know it, but they were on a minefield. And as soon as one of those mines explodes, the Benny Hill theme starts. You talk about dark humor. Ooh. And look at him. He's laughing too.
No, I'm laughing at this too.
Oh.
I love the internet. I fucking love the internet.
Tex, if you can beat that, sure, go ahead.
Holy fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, god damn.
And Nick can get away with presenting a joke like that. I cannot.
I can't because I is fat, so. Oh. God damn. I was not. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's great. Well, that was hilarious.
It's just coming across all these fucking things.
Now your feed's going to be flooded with that.
I don't know why it's so fucking funny. Okay. Okay. Fuck.
Okay, I'll share this because I've had it sitting on the docket for a while. And like I said, Frank, because he's in customer service, he would appreciate this. The customer is always fucking wrong. Yeah, it's great. Got to hear it. It's from Almost Vinyl. It's AI, of course. But still, it's great.
Well, you must just. Did you say this woman's name 3 times? Because just like Beetlejuice, look who appeared on my fucking screen as I'm scrolling through Facebook. All right. Yeah. God damn.
So yeah, imagine her sounding like this, eh? Wouldn't that be just fucking hilarious, Holmes? Eh?
I think I've said this before. If her and Antonio Banderas had a child together, it'd be the most beautiful human being on the fucking earth. Seriously. Yeah. God damn.
Back around 94, yeah.
Yeah, back when like Desperado. God damn. Oh, dude, you're already jerking off tonight, anyways. Now you just know who you're gonna do it to.
It was a crapshoot before.
Oh, you know,
Hey,
you gotta
what's in
figure
the
that kind of shit
Rolodex?
out. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh God, I love the internet. Oh fuck. Whew. Holy fuck.
And I give it one of these.
Perplexed Tucker face. Oh, I wonder where I'm trying to find this thing. I wanted to read it to you because it was just this is
Replace sexy broads with farm animals and you'll be telling the truth.
oh.
Too bad they're like, yeah. Come on, don't get into details. I saw it. Didn't you share that, or was that Sarah May?
I
That
said
shared
no,
it?
I sent it to you.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to find there was one here and here. I just go ahead, do something.
Ryan, are you talking about guy jerking it in the toilet, or a guy who put a camera in the toilet to watch people jerk it? See, context is key. We should all have learned that from Howard Stern's Blackface.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The more
Context
you
is
know.
most definitely yeah. Yeah, okay, I can't find that now. Oh well, it's fine. Maybe another time.
Okay, and I'm going to share this one too because
I clicked the button. What the fuck did I do? Okay, anyways, hi.
conference room.
Oh wow. Yeah,
He
don't
got-
do that.
He got turned on by that gigantic table with all the chairs around it, methinks. That is weird.
Ew. That's nasty.
And sharing this because I found it a while ago. This happened in 2020. The Swish Machine 70-step basketball trick shot. If you like Rube Goldberg machines, go to Creasy's channel. Look for this. 4 years ago, so we were talking about May 15th, 2020. This is incredible. I don't know how long it took him to set this up, much less how many takes it took him to get this in one shot. But this is awesome. This is a guy who created a Rube Goldberg machine, used a basketball to knock it all down. It's awesome. You got to go to this guy's channel. I'm not going to play the video, unfortunately, because I didn't ask permission, but at least I can promote this. Please watch this. This is great.
I figured I'd share this for you guys. Just when you guys just think that the 3 inches isn't enough. That was funny. Fuck off if you don't think it is.
Walken was the man.
Walken's awesome. I just put a clip popped up from Joe Dirt when Kid Rock's talking to Joe Dirt. He's like, hey, the way you're talking to my friend is all wrong. You do it again, I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Shit. Joe Dirt.
Well, I wonder if it's that time.
Is it that time?
I think because you mentioned Joe Dirt, that is the perfect segue into... Stupid people! And Casey wants to commission me to do videos.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. I think you nail it.
Yeah. I'd intentionally botch it just because it's him.
It's going to cost way too much money, sir.
Hey, yeah, I could charge him money.
You ain't doing that shit for free.
All right, so you sent me this one. Chad, if you're watching, oh, look away. Oh, what happened there? Let's have another look, shall we?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate and fuck you.
But he was doing so well. How did something go wrong in either the lower back? Was it that seized up perhaps? Let's see that again.
No, it's that left leg that bent the other way.
Gee, I wonder why something like that might have happened. I don't get it.
Jeez, yeah,
And
asshole.
I mean, he had watched the Ronnie Coleman videos, right? He knows that swinging and momentum can have its advantages. So, bro, what the hell?
Yeah. I hope it hurt a lot. I hope you now have a metal rod in your leg like I do.
What a douche.
Yep. King douche.
And in a similar vein, let's look at a failed stunt. I can't remember what this one is all about. So, surprise. I think you sent me this one.
I did send you this one. Yes, I did.
Got to see it one more time.
Like, he wasn't even close. If you look at it, if the table wasn't there, he would have landed. Well, do it again. Watch. He might have actually rotated all the way around.
And reverse.
Watch. The way he goes, I bet you if he would have flipped around, he might have landed.
And again. And one more time.
Oh, there you go, Ryan. There's something to jerk off to now. We're lucky we could help you out.
Yep.
Got more?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you a moron. This guy, his name is Jason Wojo.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm tired of guys that are like, oh, you know, I'm going to the gym, I'm trying to get fit. I feel like I have a pretty decent tone. I don't need to go to the gym, because you pull up to the gym, making less than 10K a month, pulling up in your bullshit fucking Corolla, and I pull up in my McLaren. It's not even a contest, dude. No one gives a fuck about your muscles. Most of the guys that go to the gym, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're fucking stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
More stupider.
It was a Tamo match. Oh, and I'm going to give Trish one of the old red shots.
I do have standards, y'all.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Yep.
And just so everyone knows, that guy actually released music. That's his singing. I saw that on the Kevin Nash podcast or heard it, and I'm like, I have to see this. And yeah, he's legit. Yeah. So,
and just so you know a little bit more about this guy, his name is Jason Wojo, and I think he does marketing on the internet. What exactly does he do? Oh, paid ads in multiple niches and verticals. I think this guy's a rug puller of sorts. Clearly cares more about making money than going to the gym at all.
That's fine. And to each their own.
No, when you go after people who go to the gym, you deserve everything you get. So
I'm just
fuck
trying
that
to be
guy.
nice, but no, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Fuck him in the face with a rusty chainsaw. Right, Tex?
With a soldering iron.
Right in the facial area.
Okay, is it my turn?
It depends. What are you going to do?
So I have two.
That. Yeah.
I have two. Were you not done? Is that okay? So
let's hail it. Gordon read the description. Yay. Thank you, Gordon.
All right. So this comes from the beautiful Alma. She said this would be a good fuck around and find out. So the screen's not this big, but this bitch is about to find out in a fucking hurry. So as you can tell, there's already stuff on the ground. So there's probably already something that has happened. So we don't know what's happened. Well, let's watch, class.
Oh, wait.
So right about there was the fuck around. Okay? Now let's go to the find out.
Oh. That's
Handles
fucked
came
up.
off.
Now you can't just keep putting your hand on her now. She
You can't keep putting her fucking hand in my face. Right. Hey, but you want motherfucking... You know you fucked up, bitch. I'm about to tear your motherfucking ass all the way the fuck up.
Now you should just left her alone now.
Now you got some motherfucking... What the fuck?
9,
Oh my
10,
God.
11,
Cops are on the way.
Because she keep putting her hand on her.
Don't cry now, because this is what the fuck you wanted. This is what the fuck you wanted. This is what the fuck you wanted.
Okay, that's enough, baby.
Come on, baby. Go in the back. This is what the fuck you wanted. I gave you what the fuck you wanted.
Now, that was a fuck around and find out all day.
Yep.
You want to push someone from behind? Because it seems like that was the boyfriend or the husband. I can't bring this back. Was trying to de-escalate the situation. And that girl decided to put her hands on the other woman, which led to her getting her face punched. I think I counted 16. So, yes, that woman definitely fucked around and found out. And I think rightfully so. Again, I can't dial that back. Sorry, boys and girls, but I think we got the point that they got their face punched a lot. Now, this one, I didn't realize there was 2 fuck arounds to find out. Like definitely 2 karma things here, all right? So, we see a vehicle here. He's about to make a left turn. Let's watch. And then we'll go back to the slow motion replay. Oh, jeez. So the motorbike tried to pass. Now, this guy's like, oh, this day sucks. Motherfucker. Now, I'm judging by this. So this guy was obviously, like I said, turning left. This guy went around, tried to pass on the left, and I thought that was the fuck around and find out. Like, oh, you're driving like an idiot, and karma just road rashed you to shit. I was not ready for the second part where this signpost went, yeah, fuck around, find out, bitch, ka-chunk! Now, the impressive part is, oh, wait, maybe that leg is broken. No, that's probably the road rash. But he trying to get up, but it's not going very well. But yeah. And this poll said, fuck you. Oh, drop the need. Oh, bump. And that is your fuck around and find out for this week. Thank you for the video, Alma. I had to run it by Alex first. I thought we'd seen something similar to that, if not that video, but there was no recollection of the event in question. So thank you again for the video. I appreciate it.
If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
So here's just something popped up for cheap flights. You know how effed up air flight is in Canada? So for me to fly back from Calgary to Prince George is $700 round trip, 6 something round trip. Okay. And me and Kim have discussed about wanting to go to Ireland. Okay. Round trip per person to fly to Ireland is $1,000. So for $400 more, I can fly to Ireland. Is that not fucked? I'm going to look that up right now just to be sure, because I'm pretty sure that was a round trip. But yeah, like, so that's 7 hours. It's direct flight to Dublin, 7 hours and 58 minutes. And it was like, I'm pretty sure it was $1,000 round trip. I might be wrong.
Insane.
Dublin.
Flights and hotel. Which hotel? Where?
Yeah, it depends what crack thing you're going to.
Oh, yeah. If you're staying south of the MGM Grand on the Strip, you're taking your chances a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was right across from the MGM Grand when I went down there.
Okay, so I just brought this up. Calgary YYC to Dublin, Ireland. That came up wrong. That does not sound right. 14 hours, 65 minutes, one stop. So this is just one flight, one way. $283. Why is it so fucking cheap? $283. That does not seem right.
Oh, nice. Yes, MGM
okay,
signature.
Round trip. Search flights.
There's got to be
Well,
some.
there it is. Well, multiple airlines, but still 14 hours and 55 minutes with one stop is a minimum round trip of $800. The cheapest flight is $795. That's 17 hours. But still, the quickest is $1,400. But still, $800 to get me to Dublin from Calgary? That's absurd. So let's look. So we heard that $800, right? That's round trip. It does not seem right. Yeah, because I bumped up to round trip. So let's look. Prince George. Well, now that's really fucking cheap. Why is that so interesting? Never mind. I'm gonna stop now. Maybe I'm flying back. Because yeah, there's 100. Why is that so cheap? I gotta talk to the wife about that.
Jesus, look at what Jolene has to say. That is insane. It is a joke to fly inside Canada, it seems.
Well, this is actually pretty cheap now, because now apparently I'd rather do this. No, it's not a round trip. I guess it depends the days you're going. Right? Because like who the fuck wants to go on a shit day, right? Because this one here, this is leaving February 4th, returning, so a week. Round trip. One stop. I guess maybe I will have to look into this because that's only $200. God damn, for just to do that. Even the quickest flight is an hour and 24 minutes. Yeah, we have to do some looking here because I would much rather just fly if there's enough vehicles up there. But we'll figure that out.
I wonder if America took us over, would flights be cheaper within the country?
Oh,
Text,
gosh, that'd be great.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's strange. You go further east, so past Ontario, past Quebec, past PEI and such, across the Atlantic Ocean, and it's cheaper going to Dublin as opposed to Ontario.
Yeah, and I just read that on air. Like that's just absurd. That is fucking absurd. Like that just seems so asinine and ridiculous.
Ryan's got a good point because price gouging using algorithms. So when I go to look at airfare, I will use a private browser, and yes, I will delete the cookies before and after. And not just using the delete cookie option within the browser, I use CCleaner. That's an external program that can clean cookies from internet browsers. Apparently, it's had some problems. I'm sure Dad will chime in on that at some point, maybe.
Okay, so there must have changed something here because, yeah, this is so for 3 adults to go to Calgary to Prince George and then return in July is $318 a piece. So Econo, yeah. The only thing is, though, is when you get up there, it's nice to have your own vehicle, of course, right?
Yes.
But knowing it was that cheap, like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Because I remember I thought it was more. But even then, $346 for an hour in the air? Like, so this first flight would leave at an hour and 38 minutes nonstop. That's still ridiculous. $318?
Mm-hmm.
Like, good Lord. But anyways, that's enough of that.
This next. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Cora.
Happy New Year. How are you? Damn, it's been a while.
Very nice to see you.
So you finally crawled out of your book reading hibernation, did you?
Looks like it. Very nice to see you later, Cora.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, but then again, when we're up there, there are a couple vehicles we could probably borrow one of my sister's vehicles, to be honest with you, but that's something. But then again, you look at it like also like we'd have to board the dog for a week, right? And I like bringing my dog where I go. So and it is comfortable. And it is nice to, yeah, very nice to see you, Lady Cora. And I just don't, yeah, that's just me. But anyways, let's move on.
If Tex is still here, there is a clip of someone who lives in Texas that I would love to play, but I got to wait for Tex. So in the meantime, I'm going to play something absolutely random. And that is a fail compilation. And mute, because that's probably copyright.
So just Kat just sent me, or sorry, Alma. If I say Kat, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The flight from Wichita Falls to Calgary or Wichita, Kansas. That's where they live. I'm not doxing her. I don't think I am. I think we've already talked about this. $323 round trip.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's pretty cheap. And that'll look like it hurt a lot.
Not as much as hearing about the price of traveling within Canada.
Yeah.
Just working the grill.
So I guess, but still, that's 10 hours though. That's what that picture said that she sent me. I don't know why I went to my phone. And that's a 10-hour. That's some layovers and stuff. Let me bring that back up here.
Now, Texas just working the grill. Is that code for something? I feel like that's code for something.
Working the pool.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's it, but that's 10 hours. Multiple airlines or United, which is probably a straight flight, is a 10. It is that long. That seems ridiculous. 10 hours? My goodness, I gotta look that up now. No.
And while you're doing that, I want to play a clip from a fellow Texan. I've mentioned this person before. His name is Trumpster Bob. Now, Tex, before you go getting a big old patriotic boner and saying, yeah, that's my kind of guy, hold on to your butts, because he's going to explain to you about his very own, that he created, butthole challenge. And this is a web call, so the audio is there, but it's a screenshot of him. So we don't have video of the actual call, only audio. So the screenshot is presented just so you have an idea of what Mr. Trumpster Bob looks like. And cringe.
To pass the Trumpster Bob butthole challenge. What's your excuse, Joe?
I'm not gay. I don't show my butthole other than.
Oh no, it's actually a not gay challenge. So if you're gay, then you don't want to show it. That's the bottom line. So if you don't show it, you're automatically gay. You got to blow that asshole because you can't prove you're fucking straight. No, you got to prove you're straight, Joe, because the mouth will say anything, but the proof is in your pie hole, bitch.
Yeah, show butthole then. Let me see it. I ain't seen your butthole. Show. Bend over. Let me see it.
Yeah, whenever I challenge the motherfucker, when it's my challenge, I'm the one that invented it. So here's the way it works. When I challenge a motherfucker and he actually takes the fucking challenge and passes the challenge, then I'll show my butthole, but not before then. So if you want to see my butthole and you say you're not gay and you don't have a blowed out butt fucked asshole, then fucking prove it, and then I'll show my butthole.
You're just trying.
Okay.
Yep. So the gist of his butthole challenge is you have to show him your butthole to prove that you are not gay. He will then judge the butthole to find out if it looks blowed out. And if he thinks that it looks blowed out, that means he thinks you have had gay sex and you are therefore gay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a real Texan for you.
So I went on Expedia.ca. So Calgary to Prince George for July 5th leave date and return a week later. It's $638 round trip per traveler.
Jesus Christ.
So it's double. So
What?
yeah, they're pretty hooty tooty up in Austin. So
He's not from Austin, Tex. He lives near the border with Mexico. I can't remember what the name of the town
probably
is.
like El Paso.
No, it's not El Paso. It's a smaller town than that.
Oh.
I would have to look at the map to get an idea of what towns it might be.
Oh.
I'm not falling. Again, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on. Yeah, I'm not. I can't do
You gotta
that.
fight him over there, so I want to fight him over here.
He is born and raised in Texas. He's 55. He's lived in Texas all his life. He's got the accent. He drinks the burr. Yeah, he is Texas personified. Tex, I don't know how many James Wan movies you've seen, but I saw one today from 2007 with Kevin Bacon. It's called Death Sentence. Pretty gritty movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's pretty good. Not bad. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Speaking of which, yeah, on a completely related note. Deport him along with the illegals. That's one of the things with good old Trumpster Bob is that he thinks that some Muslims are actually secret illegal Mexicans. You got to hear some of the conspiracy theories that come out of that guy. I think T-Bob is his channel name now. It used to be Trumpster Bob. James Wan. Yes, he gave us some. Yes, he did.
Mm.
Hello, Ginger. Oh, pops in with the zingers. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'd love to see a tag team of Ginger and Cora versus Tex in the chat. That would be awesome. We might have had that in the past. I can't remember. Anyway. The Karens I have for you tonight. There's a really long clip which I can skip through, but here is a shorter one. A lady goes wild over Chipotle, so she really loves that Chipotle. We may have watched it.
Just let her make her food. Just get her food, please. Like, yeah, like just let her get her food. Just be like.
Customer goes behind the counter to make her own food because they won't do it the way that she wants. Yeah, that's how it should be done.
Yeah. Oh, wow. The entitlement of people. Good Lord. Oh, unreal. Unreal.
Tex is like Teflon Don. Teflon Tex. Words bouncing off him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan sent me a really long body cam clip, 30 minutes of a Karen and her daughter getting kicked out of a Four Seasons hotel. I'm trying to edit that down from 30 minutes. Currently, I've got it down to 24 because I don't want to miss any context, but I want to get rid of what's not important and just keep the funniest lines. And their arrest, which is, depends on how you look at it. Could be horrifying, could be hilarious. That'll probably be next week. So I will save that.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Is that it then?
Is that it? I wonder. Do you wonder? Yeah,
No.
I guess that's it for this week.
All right. Okay, so before we go for Nick's bipolar song list selections for this week. First one will be from the Pet Shop Boys, a cover of Willie Nelson's song "Always on My Mind." Quite enjoy that song. And followed up with the band that I saw on Thursday night, Sum 41 with the Hell Song. There's a song about a young man who ends up, I guess, with the AIDS. And that's what the song is actually about. So Always on My Mind by the Pet Shop Boys and the Hell Song by Sum 41. And I'll say this about Sum 41. I wanted to go because I like concerts. And I was kind of thinking like, man, do I know that many Sum 41 songs? So I actually went and looked at the set list. I'm like, oh, I actually know a lot of Sum 41 songs. Like, hey, sweet. Because I was actually thinking like, I don't know if I know that many to actually like really like the concert, but it was a lot of fun.
This would have been a help to you. I don't know if this is real. It's called a pit diaper.
I saw this.
$75 pit diaper that lets you pee during concerts sells out in under 24 hours.
Yeah, I saw this. Yep, I saw it.
Not exactly a colostomy bag, but it looks cool.
Yeah. Yep. And here's something the culture that needs to change at concerts. Lay off the alcohol so you're not fucking making a whole row of people move 4 to 5 times during a show. That is annoying as fuck. Seriously.
Either that or get standing room only so you can be in the pit and, burn it off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. God damn. Anyways.
So the first recommendation of movies for this week from 2020, Gretel and Hansel. Directed by the great Osgood Perkins. In a distant land, 2 siblings, Hansel and Gretel, wander through the woods in search of food and work. When a mysterious lady offers them a way out, they accept without thinking about the consequences. This is a very well-made and well-crafted film. I highly recommend it. I love Osgood Perkins. I can't wait to see what he does next. I've recommended 3 of his films in the recent past. Please see this one. It's only an hour and 27, including credits. It's great. You know what else is great, though? A short film. This is from 15 years ago. The Horribly Slow Murderer with the Extremely Inefficient Weapon by writer-director Richard Gale. This is 10 minutes and 16 seconds long, including credits. This is awesome. This is hilarious. This does not need to be a feature film. It's great as it is. You can watch it right now on YouTube if you look for Richard Gale films and then look for The Horribly Slow Murderer with the Extremely Inefficient Weapon. I love that title. I'm going to say it as much as I can. Released in 2008 or 7, and it was uploaded here in 2009. So please make the time to watch The Horribly Slow Murderer with the Extremely Inefficient Weapon. It's got a great narration to it as well. I wish I could have done something like this.
Awesome.
Yes, it is.
Well, everybody, thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate it. Remember, love one another, take care of one another. We don't know what everybody's going through. Try to have patience the best you can, and just keep on keeping on. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Great to see you, Ginger. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for staying up into the early wee hours of the morning, I guess you would say, to be here with us. We love you so much. We hope you're doing well. To everyone else, think before you say something. Think before you do something. Many thanks, especially to Lady Cora, Gordon, Jolene, Bolo, Jason, Kenny, Trisha, Ginger, Alma, Tex, Casey. Did I say Casey twice? No, I didn't. Ryan, and Old Man Chad. People who we haven't seen in a while, and we hope are doing well. Overseer, Beverly, Shlomo, Really, Junior, Van, Coos to him, Wild Bill, Penny, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friends, Sarah and Teresa, our friends, Matt, James, Jared, Kathy, Sheena, and the future champion of the galaxy, Dewey. both Trevors, one Cindy, Nathan, Nick's mom, my Auntie Kathy, and shout outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. At a concert, if you try to storm the stage, security throws you back into the crowd. But if you try to storm the stage at today's Trump's inauguration, security locks you in a room in a basement deep underground with a mutated version of Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche-smelling uterus.
Nice.
We shall return.
Yummer.
Yeah, next Monday, January 27th, unless the whole world has burned down by then, bro.
Oh,
And
I'm
it
sure
probably
it's
won't.
not going to.
No, everything will be okay.
Yeah, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
We'll be okay. Just
I think so.
lay off the exaggeration a little bit.
Please do.
Yeah, read the description, lay off the exaggeration, and have y'all selves a good night.
Jesus.
You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Don't go in the water.